Operational phase of the African Continental Free Trade Area has been launched following a day-long summit of African Union heads of state and government that took place over the weekend in Niger. At the two-day summit in Niamey, the presidents of Nigeria and Benin ratified the agreement.
The African Continental Free Trade Area is now in its operational phase after 17 years of tough negotiations, paving the way for the creation of a $3.4 trillion economic bloc with a population of 1.3 billion people.
The African Continental Free Trade Area coming into effect is the most important event in our continent's history since the creation of United Nations and its transformation into the African Union. It's an event that gives hope for the construction of a united and prosperous Africa.
A dream, an old dream, is coming true. The African Continental Free Trade Area that we are launching today is one of the most emblematic projects on the African agenda. The founding fathers will certainly be proud of it. The ACFTA will be governed by 5 operational instruments. That is the rules of origin, the online negotiating forum, the monitoring and elimination of non-tariff barriers, a digital payment system, and the African Trade Observatory. With Nigeria and Benin's signatures, 54 of the 55 African Union member countries have now signed onto the deal, with Eritrea the only holdout. The agreement was formalized at the end of April when it crossed the threshold for its development from just a concept into reality, which required ratification by at least 22 countries.
Optimizing the positive effects of the African Continental Free Trade Area will only be achieved if the protocols already signed on the liberalization of trade of goods and services and the dispute settlement are accompanied by agreements currently under the negotiation on investment, competition, and intellectual property.
Barely a year later, the number of signatures has risen to 52, and with the signatures of Benin and Nigeria just now, we are at 54 out of 55, so almost all the members of our union. It is hoped that the African Continental Free Trade Area, the largest since the creation of the World Trade Organization in 1994, will help unlock Africa's economic potential by boosting intra-regional trade, strengthening supply chains, and spreading expertise. Alex Mwangi, NTV.